Hello, sweet friends. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today's going to be more of a haul style video, and it is specific to holiday releases. So if you have been with me for a long time, you know holiday, as with most beauty gurus, beauty lovers, holiday is where it's at as far as releases, the excitement, the buildup, and all of just the options to choose from. So over the years, things have, I feel like, changed and dwindled down to where it's almost, at least for me, not as exciting. There's just not as much unique. There's not as much in the way of good sets. And so, but this year, you know what? There were a few things that I really did have my eye on and that I picked up for myself. And so I want to go over those items with you. There's like a couple of different stacks here going on. So we've got some stuff to talk about, some things that I opted to immediately pick up for holiday and not wait for the sale just because of, like, I really wanted them. So that being said, if you're interested in seeing what I picked up for holiday beauty 2023, which I know it's not over yet, but for the most part, this is what is going to be released or what was released. So just stay tuned and let's talk through this together. Okay, so I'm not going to go in any order as usual. I always say that and I don't even know why anymore. So let's talk through just the stuff that I opted to pick up right now. There are still a couple of things that I want, just like smaller little sets, little duos, that I am waiting for the Sephora sale for. But this stuff, I just, I was like, yeah. Anyway, so let's talk through a couple of lip products. I had been wanting to try the Farmacy Plump and Shine. Is that what it's called? No, the lip smoothie. So there is an apple one that was permanent. I think it's the apple one. And it's been on my loves list ever since it released. Farmacy for me can be hit or miss. I love the green clean. That's kind of where it ends. And lip products are also very hit or miss for me. I am dedicated. I am married to the Laneige overnight lip sleeping mask, and I am married to a different lip product for the daytime, which we'll go over here in a second. But I figured, okay, for practically the same price as what I had on my loves list for just the one, I can get two full size. So I think this was, I want to say $25. I will, as always, link it below. Just so that you know, the links I add are affiliate links. So if you do decide to purchase through that, which I hope you do, it does give me just a little bit, and it's not much, but over time it adds up. And so it kind of helps with me being able to buy like another eyeshadow palette to be able to review for you. So anyways, I'll link it below. I think it was $25, and it does come with two full size products. So you do get the apple one, which is their regular lineup one. And then there is a scent in mango, I think it is. Yeah. It is mango. So I have not yet tried this one. I have tried this one once just because I was so uber curious. I was actually pleasantly surprised. So, ooh, the mango. They're very faint in their scent, which I think for a lot of you is appealing because you don't like overpowering scents. I don't mind. But, okay. They're very faint. Anyways, so I tried this one and I think I like it. It's hard to tell with one try, you know? But anyways, that was one holiday set, which again, holiday sometimes brings out these really good deals, and you kind of got to get them while you can. So speaking of good deals, this is one I knew I wanted this because it released last year. I was too late and it sold out, and it is the Summer Fridays lip butter balm. If you've already watched my Sephora sale recommendations, then you'll know this is a tried and true for me, and I did pick up the set as soon as it released. As soon as I saw it was on the Sephora app, I snatched that thing right up. It was $49, and it comes with 3 full-size lip butter balms. I think if I remember right, each one of these is $24 on its own. So literally you're paying for 2, but you're getting 3. And for me, I will absolutely get use out of it. It's not like it's going to sit there and it's going to have been a waste of money. And again, they are full size. So this is the one I'm almost out of right now. And it is actually, no, I think I have the vanilla one. Do I have I don't even remember which one I have, but this one is in iced coffee, which I don't even know if this is something they have in their permanent lineup. I don't think it is. So you get iced coffee in the full size. You get, as I drop it, you get the cherry, which I just dropped and it fell that way. And then you get the vanilla full size as well. I think the cherry one has been sold out on the Sephora app or Sephora site for a minute now. So it's kind of nice that you get it in the set, and I do think it has a little bit of a tint. So that was a must for me. Okay, the next product I picked up 2, which I think that's what I did last year or the year before. The ones that look like, somebody said they look like bacon, and the design looks like bacon, and I have not been able to unsee that ever since. Anyways, I did pick up 2 of the Hourglass ambient lighting palettes. I told y'all in my recommendations video, again, that these are for me one of the every year standouts for holiday, and I look forward to these every year. I use these on such a regular basis, not only during holiday, but during the year. I travel with them because it's easy. It gives me a one-stop shop for the blush, the bronzer, a little bit of a finishing powder, a highlight, and they make my skin look so radiant. I don't think there's really much that really causes my skin to look so glowy and healthy, and these do that. So every time now they come out, I'm like, and they've been doing like really nice designs here lately. So I picked up the Jellyfish one, which, okay, here's the thing. When I first went in to the store wondering if they had them, I was set on the Jellyfish one, and then I saw this one. So this is the one I actually picked up first. And you know when you go home and you're like, I really should have gotten the other one. So I went back for the other one. Thankfully, I still had a birthday gift card for one of these. So that kind of helped lessen the blow a little bit. Okay, hold on, because this is, I'm having a hard time getting this out of the box. All right, that was a doozy to get out. It's because they've got this plastic protector over it, which I'll leave for now. But the packaging on these is absolutely stunning. They did an elephant one, I think it was last year, and I have that one and I love it so much. So I love that they do that. And am I wrong in that like a proceeds go to some animal fund? I don't know. Listen, I might be making stuff up. Anyways, so here is the tiger one. It's kind of a medium tone. And I think that's what appealed to me the most, is that this one was more of a medium tone, wasn't too deep. But when I looked at the Jellyfish one, it was a little bit light. So let me show that one to you right quick. Hopefully we don't have as much trouble getting this one out of the box. I know I took them out at some point to make sure they weren't broken, and now I'm having like the hardest time. All right, hang on, y'all. This is a whole thing. Okay, so, and here is the Jellyfish, which again, it comes with the little protector. And here is what this one looks like. So this one obviously is quite a bit lighter than the tiger one, but I was still very hung up on the packaging, and honestly, these types of shades still work for me. I think the tiger one will be the better of the two, but yeah, you know. The owl one is the one that did not come to Sephora, so I had kind of wanted to see what that one looked like in person, and I'm having like a whole hard time here. Anyways, so let's just move on. Those are a total, I'm actually surprised they're still in stock on the Sephora site, but that's good for those of you planning to get it during the sale. So another holiday offering that I knew I was going to pick up was this Danessa Myricks bundle. She calls it a bundle. It's a duo. I bought it for the blush because I've got 2 of these blushes. They're the Yummy Skin powders, like cream to powder, and they are incredible. I love them. And they're also for the lips, and I typically don't do like that hybrid lip, cheek, all of that. I use like those types of products I use on the cheeks, and that's it. But these just look so good on the lips. They blur, they give you that popsicle lip look. And this was a new shade that is not currently in her permanent line. It's called It Girl, and it is a cool toned pink, and I am just here for it. I thought sure I had brought, hold on, I knew I brought a paper towel in here in case I was gonna swatch. So let's see, I haven't even swatched this yet, so I love how they feel. So soft to the touch. They are so nice. And this, again, is like, I feel like she said is a cool tone pink. Yeah, it is. So pretty. Okay, I'm very happy with that. I think this was $30, which the blushes are either 24 or 25, but then you get another little mini of this Yummy Skin. I use mine almost as a foundation, but this is in the shade Universal. It's that blurring whatever that people either love or hate. I actually love mine. So this is like clear. It's translucent. It's called Universal. So we'll see if it just kind of, if I can throw it on to help blur and, smooth pores or whatever. But I would have rather have paid just for the blush, but that's okay. That's I guess trying those things that come with the little sets is the joy of holiday. So I did pick that one up. That was going to be a must. This next palette was, I feel like, the first launch for holiday, and and it was marketed as holiday, so it just seems like it was released so long ago. And it is the Fall Romance palette by Anastasia. I actually picked this one up solely with points at Ulta, which was so nice. I had been like saving up my points and I was like, done. I will use points on the first holiday release of the season. I have not even used this palette yet. It's literally been sitting on my shelf as I've been collecting all the holiday makeup for this video, but I haven't used it yet. So at this point, this palette is old news. If you have it, you've already used it, you know what it's like. I have not. So it's a very fall winter palette. I don't know that I see holiday per se. I do see a whole lot of winter in there, so that's kind of nice. And I love me a good ABH palette, so I knew that was going to be a must. The next holiday item I picked up, and you've already seen probably the review on this on my channel, but the Charlotte Tilbury Beautyverse palette. I couldn't remember if she came up with one last year. I don't think she did, and if she did, they were little quads, which I feel like I've picked those up in the past and they're just not worth the money for me. But this one I knew I wanted to pick up. Look at this packaging. It's everything and more. And let me tell you that when I first bought it and I opened it, I was like, oh, this looks almost a little disappointing. I feel like these are going to look kind of just like straight up toppers. And this was incredible. So I was very pleasantly surprised from the moment that I looked at it to the time that I used it. I took back what I thought and I was like, this is really nice. So beautiful palette. If you have not already seen my review on that, it is on my channel. I will try to remember to link it below, but it's expensive. So if you can wait for the sale, do it. It's kind of one of those hindsight is 20/20 things. If it stays in sale, if it stays in stock, then you're like, I should have waited. And that happens to me. I'm like, I could have saved like $16, $15 on that. But then if it sells out, then you're like, I should have picked it up. Anyways, so this bad boy right here was a good purchase and I'm glad that I grabbed it. Same with this next one, which again, I've already posted a review on my channel a little late because it had already come to the Sephora site, and once it sold out was when I decided to get it on the Patrick Ta site, which I will tell you has already sold out on the Patrick Ta site. At least a couple of days ago when I checked, it was gone, no longer there, but it restocked on the Sephora site. So if you've been wanting this one, I'm hesitant to tell you to wait for the sale, but you know, I mean, obviously completely up to you. I feel like this was worth every penny at full price, and I am so happy with it. So it's got fingerprints all over it, as to be expected, but the pink, so perfect. And then I'm going to tell you right now, I would have paid the money for this palette for the quad alone. It's absolutely incredible. Again, go watch the review if you haven't already, and if you're wondering if this is worth the money, because I'm going to tell you it is. These little sparkly shades are everything and more, and they're not just toppers. I feel like for me, I'm not as big on just a topper like the, is it Natasha Denona type? There's certain top, like the Chroma Crystal, where you get bare, you can still see the skin underneath. So for me, this was a step above because I can use them on their own. They pack a punch and they are so sparkly, so shiny, which is a Michelle shade through and through. I will take one of these over a matte any day. If you are new, listen, this right here, a party on my eyes is what I always like. So this palette alone, I mean, the little quad alone was worth it for me. And so I'm so glad that I picked this up. This is what holiday for me is made of, like these unique, exciting type of shades or products that you can't get during the year. So then the next one is also Danessa Myricks, and it is a set, and it is so I bought it because of the Infinite Chrome Flakes. I always forget what they're called. I'm not even kidding. I've got like 7 of these. I love them. If you use them right, they are so mesmerizing. They are flakes, so it dries down chunky. And chunky, I don't know if it's not the right, I don't think it's the right word. Not like chunky glitter. That's, I mean, what can I say? It dries chunky. It dries like literal flakes on your eyes. They are so metallic and so shiny that I literally, when I wear them, I'll get people ask me like, what are you wearing on your eyes? Because it's unique. And so this particular one is in the shade Confetti. She doesn't have this shade in her permanent lineup. This was limited edition for holiday. And so I knew I wanted to pick this up. I want to say this set was $30. which was worth it because I think those Infinite Chrome Flakes, if I remember right, are about 25. And then you also get one of the Color Fix foils. I can't remember. I think this might also be limited edition in the shade Rock Candy. So this is the first time I'm going to have used one of these, which I'm excited to. But literally I bought it for the fact that it was a new shade in the Infinite Chrome Flakes and it was a nice little set and I loved both shades. So again, this was I think $30, which for me, a limited edition shade that I don't have, and I'm excited to try both. That's a win for me. So I did decide to pick that up. And then we've got, let's see, just a couple more things. This next palette you probably have already seen my review on that I just posted a couple of days ago, and it is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Lightwork Volume 5. Listen, I mean, if there is something that I would run out of my house with, because if I was told you get to pick one makeup item and that's it, you grab and go, this would be it. These Lightwork palettes are so incredible. I'm going to say, I think this is my favorite one so far. From the last 3, including this one that I've purchased, I think this one's my favorite. It just has such an array of shades. Each and every one is stunning. They are so powerful. They pack such a punch. They're potent. They're intense. It looks like metal on the eye. It looks so saturated. And so I can't get over it. This is, I love it. Look. This is the lightest swatch, and that is very, very reflective. I am so, so happy with this palette that I just can't. I think if I also had to pick a favorite holiday item in general out of everything I'm walking you through, then it would be this palette right here. So again, if you are curious about that palette, that review is already up on my channel. Look, does anything scream holiday more than that? I don't think so. This is just so, so good. So it was worth the wait. The wait was definitely a build up, and I was using my Lightwork 4 in anticipation when we were at Disney World, and this one did not disappoint. So last but certainly not least, the Pat McGrath palettes. So over the years that she has like for holiday been releasing the larger palettes with the smaller pans, there's more in there. I look forward to her holiday releases so very much. So I did pick up both palettes, and that was really because she had a special when she released them on her site. The bundle was $125 for both as opposed to $75 each. So that's already $25 off. But then, as you know, if you do the early access with Pat McGrath, you get another 10% off with the code that she sends. So it kind of made sense to me to just pick them up then as opposed to waiting for the sale. In addition to that, I only see the green one on Sephora's site. So I don't know if the purple one is specific to her site or if it just already sold out. So I picked up both. I will tell you that at the time, it was like if you buy, I don't remember what it was, you get a free full-size highlighter, which I'm like, okay, were these just not selling well or what's happening? But a full-size Divine Glow, this one is in Golden Moonlight. So that was, I say free, I feel like built into the price of what you're already paying, right? Really is anything free anymore, but this looks lovely. I honestly have, wow, it's been a while since I've tried a Pat McGrath highlighter because they're very hit or miss for me. So, all right, but let's talk through these palettes because I did not do a review of these. It is what I'm wearing on my eye. I will tell you, I think I like the mattes very much because they're buildable. Her matte formula is not something I typically like. So when I buy her Mothership palettes, I'm buying them for the standout shades that sparkle like a disco ball, and the matte shades just don't do it for me. I feel like her holiday palettes, I don't know if the mattes are a different formula, but in the holiday palettes, I tend to like them a little bit more, and this year's no exception. But I am going to tell you that when they came in, there was a level of disappointment when I opened these up that was like, they don't look as vibrant as I thought they were going to be. Everyone was going crazy over this purple shade and the green and the one I'm about to show you. And I will tell you, they are very, very dark. So I don't know. It's like a black-based purple, to be honest. Aside from that, it is a very typical, non out of the ordinary palette. Like it's not anything, I don't know, special? I hate saying that, but I don't know. It's just a level of disappointment that I was like, I don't know. I don't know that these were worth it. So I did obviously pick them up, so I'm wearing one on my eye. Let me pull that palette out so that you can see what that one looks like. But I've used these about 3 times now, and I have to tell you that I've been quite underwhelmed each time. I don't know. This was disappointing. I like the packaging. It feels very heavy. It might look cheap. I don't know. It's cardboard, but it feels very hefty. So there is that. But I just don't know, y'all. I don't know. This is the green one. I already have one of the blushes. So Nymphette I already have in the full size regular lineup from that initial launch. So that takes away from that. I don't know. And I bought these primarily for the eyeshadows. I mean, you know. But see, that's also very, very dark. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about these, y'all, except that right now I will tell you that not great. And then, like, for example, this bronze shade, I feel like she does these so frequently. I don't know. Not sure why I expected something different. Based on the photos, I feel like maybe it looked a little bit more vibrant. And it just was more muted and subdued when they came in. And I love that initial reaction of, oh, this looks so amazing. And then, you know, but I didn't get that with these. So I did pick them up. They're part of my holiday, you know, haul. But all that to say, while I didn't do a review, I don't know that, you know, I wouldn't go out of my way to pick one of these up if I'm being honest. And if I had bought them at Sephora, I probably would have gone and done a return. So anyways, that's that, friends. That is my holiday haul as far as holiday releases and beauty products. I hope that some of this was helpful, especially if you've like had eyes on something. Maybe something over here spoke to you and you're like, okay, yes, I need to pick that up. Reminder, use my link down below if you would, if you do decide to pick something up. And if maybe there's something here that you want to add to your loves list for the Sephora sale, which I do have a video coming up on what I am planning to buy, because I have planned my buy. So we've got some stuff to talk through there. But thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I hope if you enjoyed that you will give this video a thumbs up. Comment something in the section below. Let me know what you picked up for holiday because, you know, I mean, listen, I go on y'all's recommendations too. So let me know in the section below, comment section below, what you've picked up so far for holiday, maybe what even you're planning on picking up. Is there anything here that kind of sparked your interest? And I hope you'll consider subscribing if you are not already. Thanks guys so much. I just pray that you are doing well. If you are going through difficult times, that you would remember that Jesus loves you so very much. Even if you're going through wonderful times, that you would still remember that you are uniquely and wonderfully made and that he created you and knows you inside and out like nobody does. So if you don't already know him as your Lord and Savior, it is my prayer that he makes himself very, very real to you, that your heart would feel that pull, and that you would feel an all-encompassing peace in a very chaotic world. All right, friends, I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.